Hey, Sven here. Most people know ElevenLabs as the tool you can use to generate text to speech. And for some time now, and some of you might not know this yet, ElevenLabs can also compose music, meaning it can create music pieces and even original songs. And it works just as easily as text to speech. That means you simply enter a prompt and out comes a finished piece of music. You can find all of this here at elevenlabs.io music. And when you sign up there, you'll notice, okay, here on the creative platform in the music section, I can simply enter my song, click on generate, and then my finished song comes out. But if you want to embed the whole thing now, for example, if you want to automatically generate music that fits a certain theme, so for example, imagine you're writing a blog post and you want to have some suitable music to go with it. If you have a podcast and want to have matching music, you can also embed the whole thing into an automation. And that's where the API comes into play. And how that works and how you can also create this music using the API, I'll show you step by step in this video. I'm Sven, I'm an entrepreneur. I've been involved in process optimization and quality management for over 33 years. And not just in business, but in all areas of life. And much of what I know and can do today, I've learned through experience and trial and error, so I know what really works. And in my videos, I want to show you how you can use intelligent process automation profitably for yourself and your business. And if you're not quite sure where to start or if something is unclear to you, just book a free call with me. You'll find the link for that right below this video. So let's get started. Yes, you've already seen it. I've now signed up on the platform, and here in the music section, I just need to describe my song, and then after clicking generate, I get the finished result. But we want to do all of this via the API. And for that particular purpose, there is the comprehensive API documentation available from ElevenLabs, and you can simply scroll down a little bit here to find what you need. Yes, and then here in the music section, there's compose music, which means a song is generated. Stream music is actually for when you want to stream it. And compose music with details is quite interesting, because there you can actually describe much more precisely how the song should be structured. And the composition plan is a JSON-based format that allows you to describe in much more detail how such a song should be structured. And that's what we're going to take a closer look at now. To use all of this in Make, I'll just switch over to my scenario here, which I've already prepared. There's this ElevenLabs module in Make. And when I add it here, there isn't any function called generate music or anything like that. And that's why you need the API function, the direct API call using the make an API call module. And the documentation for this can be found right here, as we just saw a moment ago. And in this case, it's really incredibly simple. Basically, what you need first is the endpoint, which is v1 your music. Then you need your API key, and then you specify the parameters to generate the song. You can find the API key on the developer page. I'll just move myself to the side. So when you're in the main menu here, there's a new menu item at the bottom called Developers, and that's where you'll find, among other things, your API keys. Why do they have a red triangle here at the moment? Well, because generating these API keys also gives you the option to restrict them to limit their functionality. So for example, if you only want to allow text to speech with the key, you can enable that here, and everything else simply won't work. I've set it up so that all functions are allowed, because in the end, I'm only using them myself, so I don't need to restrict it. Okay, so I have my API key. With that, I then use this ElevenLabs module to establish the connection, and basically, that's it. Then I just need to generate the song here via the API call. For that, I first defined two variables up front here, namely the prompt for the music. Here, I've just done something really simple, modern electronic music, and so on. And then I have the length here, specifying how long the piece should be. It's all in milliseconds, so here it's just limited to 10 seconds for now. And I use these two variables in all of these calls. The first thing is that I generate this song in the usual way, so I specify the URL, and as you can see here, it's always relative, so without API 11 libs. So v1 music, the method is post, content type is application JSON, and that's all here. You can read it from the description. And then comes the prompt. And for the prompt, I simply insert this variable here, and then I can also specify the length, which in this case is 10 seconds. Then I execute the whole thing. That then gives me a substantial buffer of binary data, which I can readily upload to my personal Google Drive account using this convenient upload file function, for example, or alternatively, process it further in some other appropriate and efficient manner. And for the file name, I simply use a significant part of this prompt so that I can easily and clearly identify the name. The second crucial thing I want to do is to utilize this create composition plan. This is a very important step in the process. So that's this other API call, yes, compose music with details, which then uses such a composition plan. And here you can already see this is a JSON document, and it's similar to what I did recently in that video where I looked at JSON for image prompting. And it's exactly the same here. That means I have a JSON document in which I can describe exactly what I want. So for example here, pop, rock and jazz should be included, but metal, hip hop and country should not be included. Or I have verse 1 here and then chorus and so on. And so with such a JSON document, I can make the whole thing much more structured. And sometimes that's actually easier than always having to come up with a prose prompt to describe how I actually want the song to be. Yes, and that's why you can use this create composition plan call, which simply takes a prompt as input. And that's why, of course, I'm using the same prompt here now. That means, so here I don't have v1 music, but v1 music plan. The rest is identical, and this is also identical for now. That means I have a prompt here, which I defined up front. I have the same length again, and then at the end, a JSON document is produced. And I now use this JSON document again with the regular music generation function. But here, I specify the composition plan and have to leave the prompt empty. So basically, I use the same prompt twice for generation, once directly as a prompt and once in the form of this composition plan. All right, so let's run the whole thing. The generation is relatively fast since it's only a 10-second song, but we still have to wait a few seconds. The file is finished, uploaded to the drive, and then the composition plan is generated based on the same prompt. The prompt is then turned into the JSON document, and then the generation is called again. So, and now, before we listen to the songs, let's take another look at the result here. With this create composition plan, what you get as a result here is exactly this whole structure. And now you can see that from the prompt modern driving electronic and so on, it has turned it into something like modern electronic driving futuristic atmosphere. That means it has taken the elements listed there and transferred them into this structure. For the negative part, it then figured out on its own what shouldn't be included. So for example, no acoustic folk, no organic guitar, and no piano ballad. And then come the sections. Well, in a 10-second song, we just have an intro here, and then we have the build-up, so how it intensifies, and then we already have the ending again, yes, after 10 seconds. And of course, there could be any number of sections here. And then I have to convert this structure, which is a collection here, into a JSON. That's really easy with this transform to JSON. I just put the body in there, which contains these structures, and then I get a finished JSON document. It looks a bit chaotic here because it's written out continuously like this. Let's go into this JSON formatter, then maybe we can take a better look at it. I'll copy it in here. So, and now you can see this structure here. Positive global styles, negative global styles, the sections. So exactly what we just saw, only now it's a bit more organized. And now you can also see, for example, these different phases, like the intro for 3 seconds, then the build-up for 3 seconds, and then the ending for 4 seconds. That means it also decided on its own how this division should be. Yeah, and then same thing again. We will call via this particular API, then proceed to upload the generated content to my Google Drive account. And now at this very moment, let's take a comprehensive look. Shall we refresh the page to see the latest updates? Well, and then let us carefully listen to what it has precisely done now. Once Upon a Time, and the second one, which is also very important, is coming up next. Okay, so completely different. Once with a prompt and once with the composition plan. Yeah, so you can really use this for all sorts of different functions, especially, as you can see, to embed in automation, maybe in some other video generators like HeyGen or whatever else is out there. Be creative, let ElevenLabs generate your music for you in the future. Have fun with it and see you next time.